welcome back for this another interesting presentation. I'd like to introduce you to Kevin Lloyd and Penny Taylor from ASI, and they're going to be speaking to you about how to combine a university degree or college degree with your pilot training, which is a good option. So I'll leave it over to the experts, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Hello. So I'm Penny Taylor. I'm head at Newark College in the Air and Space Institute, and today Kev and I, Kev's assistant principal for the Air and Space Institute, will talk to you about how we can support your learning to achieve your career goals. So the Air and Space Institute is a brand new facility that opened last April. The £15.4 million building has been designed for a vocational way of learning so we can support students to achieve their goals. The ASI was designed around a local skills need in the industry to recognise the job shortage in the next 10 years, and our aim is to fill some of those posts with the aviation and engineering space sector. While the new building has just opened, we've actually been running these courses for 4 years over at Newark College, which is just along the road, and you'll see some wonderful case studies of what we've achieved over this time. So the Air and Space Institute is on its way to being an international centre of excellence. Our students that have graduated with us have transferred from us onto different pathways, and some of them have gone across the world to continue with their studies. We offer courses from level 2 up to level 6, allowing our students to start at their own learning point and then go for their goals after that. Students can start with us at 16, and they can go on a level 2 or a level 3 programme, and then they're automatically able to join our higher education programme. For clarity, a level 3 programme is the same as when a student would leave school to do sixth form, so a lot of our courses are the equivalent to 3 A levels. Equally, students can join at level 4 at degree level, and Kev will explain a little bit more about that later. So what makes ASI different? Our courses are all written in conjunction with industry partners, so our aim is to make students work ready as well as qualification ready. Our students have access to the latest technology, the latest equipment, and all of our teachers are industry experts, meaning that they have all worked in the trade that they are teaching in. We then train them as teachers after that. All our teachers go through a CPD process, which means they are always up to date with the latest technology and the teaching that our students need. But equally, we work very closely with employers, so we know what employers need our students to be work ready for. Our college purpose is to be an extraordinary employer-led organisation producing a highly skilled and productive workforce. And working with employers is vital to ensure that our students have the skills that they need to make them work ready. So of course, a level 3 qualification, again, as the equivalent to A-levels, do not make our students have their dreams fully intact, but what it allows them to do is have the skills, knowledge and behaviours to allow them at 18 to take their next career choice. This might be higher education, it might be an apprenticeship, it might be a scholarship or into work. And over the last 4 years, we've seen students progress into all these angles with our support. These courses give you insights to jobs and those that you might not have heard of. We recently had a talk about an air traffic controller, and who knew I wanted to be an air traffic controller, and if I'd known about that then, I might not be doing this job now. So where is ASI? Next slide, please. So where is ASI? So ASI is situated in Newark, which is near Nottingham. We're about half an hour away from Nottingham. So we're very central to the East Midlands. We have 2 local train stations, one that goes on the LNER line from London to Edinburgh. So London's about an hour and 15 minutes from us. And one is the east-west coast from Lincoln to Nottingham, Leicester to Derby. So we're very, very accessible for everybody to get to. We are right on the edge of the A46 and the A1, and we're not very far away from the M1. It's about 20 minutes. So we're very close to lots of different single junctions across the East Midlands of where people need to get to. So ASI has been open for nearly a year now, and during this time we've learned a lot, we've developed a lot, and we've changed some of our programmes and our ways that we work to meet our students' needs. Here's a little video of what you can expect if you came to see ASI. So I hope you'll see the money that we've invested in this gives students a huge range of vocational operations and areas that they can focus their learning on. I'm just going to hand over to Kev, who'll tell you a little bit more about the pathways that we offer.
Thank you. So the current pathways that we offer at ASI go from engineering through to pilot pathways all the way through to HE qualifications at HNC and HND. And I'll take each individual step from start, initial training, all the way through to get into the higher education. All right, so starting with aircraft engineering, we start with a level 2 qualification, which is your introduction into engineering. That gives you the basic and skills for those that are transitioning from secondary school into tertiary education. Once you've achieved that, you will come out with a level 2 competence as a performing engineering operations. This was your first stepping stone to get you into the tertiary course at level 3. Level 3 qualifications are the aircraft maintenance technician that we offer. That is aligned to the A license, which will get you to operate on a live airfield and allow you to fix aircraft that can fly. Once we've done that, you can move on to a level 4 qualification in aeronautical engineering, and I'll talk a bit later about that. Alongside these, we offer a pilot and aviation operations course, which gives you the understanding of becoming a pilot and the stepping stones to start your pilot qualification at level 3. We currently offer 2 pathways. One is a BTEC level 3, and we offer a travel and tourism aviation qualification. Whilst on the qualification, you will be wrapped around that with an enrichment program, which is related to pilot operations, where you use the simulators to learn how to fly on the ground. And then Penny will talk later about the partnership we've got with a flying school. And then we're looking into the space industry as well. So we've gone from air to space. We start with a level 2, and then we progress through to the HE in space, and that has gone engineering wide, and we're partnering with a local university. Everything at the moment is related to hands-on engineering. We're now looking at software engineering, and we've introduced a level 3 qualification this year into software engineering, which allows you to work in the cyberspace area within the space industry. It wouldn't be right if we didn't offer the cabin crew. So we offer pilots, and now we're offering the cabin crew, which work alongside the pilots, and we offer a travel and tourism qualification. All of our staff that are offering this have worked as cabin crew and have vast amounts of experience. We're also offering A-level pathways at ASI Newark. These are maths, business, law, and sociology. We offer that alongside the level 3 engineering course, and we offer an A-level maths, which will bolster your UCAS points if you wish to go to university. As Penny mentioned in her brief, all of these qualifications we've developed and designed are in relation to our industry partners that we're working with, and these are just a few of the names that we are currently partnering with.
So alongside all those qualifications that Kev talked about, we can deliver qualifications, but what we really need is our students to be having that hands-on experience, so they've got the skills that sets them out aside from somebody different. So alongside the learning that takes place in the classroom, the qualifications are enriched with extracurricular activities. We've got a full-size Airbus, which allows our students to gain experience working in and on an actual plane. The engineers can work on the engine and the body, the pilots in the cockpit, and our travel and tourism students in the cabin. While putting the theory learnt in the classroom into practice, they begin to get confident with their actions, their communication and delivery, whilst working alongside other trades to understand what their role is and how they need to collaborate together to ensure the jobs are completed in a timely manner. These experiences set our students aside from other students. So, for example, when our students are on a travel and tourism course, then we can let them watch videos on how to evacuate from a slide at the back of the plane. Our students can actually do it. They can lead the bomb. I'm looking at some of our students here, and they've led the bomb situation on a plane and evacuated people off it. So our students, when they go for interview, have got a different experience of that hands-on experience learning that they've done. The engineers can find fault on the aircraft plane, and the pilots can navigate their way out of fog very easily. As well as the aeroplane, we've got 2 flight simulators. One of these is just going through CAA approval, allowing greater opportunities for our students. All our students experience time in the simulators, putting theory into practice again and allowing them to use the navigational tools as well as the flight instruction tools. Their flying experience can be set through cloud, rain, you can have faults, and they need to work out how to not crash that aircraft. We recognise the difficulties in teaching airside studies, so we have a fully functioning VR room which allows us to teach everything that we need to do the jobs that they might want to do airside. We can marshal planes, we can land an aircraft, and we can follow airport security, so these things are real to them when they actually go to work in that industry. Next slide. We also have a flight training school at ASI. It's called Quiet Tiger Aviation. And Chris and Callum, who run it, work with our students to build the skills that they learn in the classroom. The simulator is perfect for perfecting their flying techniques before going out in our Cessna aircraft. All of our students, regardless of which their pathway they're on, get to go in our flying aircraft. Working alongside the pilots allows our students to work with the industry experts and those most up to date with the flying techniques our students need to use. Our students plan their journey, they navigate their routes through the sky, and then this unique extracurricular activity sets students to have the best experiences to discuss and promote themselves with employers. Many of our students are already on their way to passing their solo flights and continue to work with their PPL licenses alongside Chris and Callum at Quiet Tiger Aviation, as well as their teachers. We also have a sponsor who supports our students to gain their PPL licence, because we recognise that cost can be a factor that hinders a lot of students. So we work very closely with different people to support this. This specific one mentioned here is our sponsor will give the students £500 towards it if the students can make the other £500. When they then pass their PPL licence, he refunds their £500 back to them. We see this as a real way of supporting our students and recognising the costs that incur and hopefully getting onto their pilot's licence. We've just got a little video of how it looks when we go to Quiet Tiger, and this gives the students, this will give you the experience our students get when they're with us. So along this kind of activity, we talk about different enrichment trips, and our students are very good at coming and suggesting things that will support their curriculum. Most recently, we want to enable and liberate our students to have those ideas and have that ambition. So quite recently, the pilot pathway came and asked if they could go on a trip abroad. Of course you can, I said. Tell me where you want to go. So they went away and researched it. They prepped it. They costed it. And they came back with an option. I gave them a little bit of an angle of go away and do a bit more research and bring the cost down a little bit. They're only 17 and they're not going to have their own hotel rooms they need to share. So they went away, they recosted it and they came back. And in a few weeks' time, the students are going to Toulouse. They're going on an aircraft, some of them for the first time. But this is what allows them to develop those skills that they learn in the classroom, and they'll actually live it for real. Of course, they're doing quite a lot of educational activity while they're in Toulouse, and they won't be having fun all the time, I'm sure. But they're the kind of ideas that our students have the ideas to do. We let them, we support them, and then they get the outcome from it. Kev's just going to talk to you a little bit more about enrichment at ASI and the HE programme that we offer.
As Penny's just said there, we offer different enrichment wrappers around the courses that we provide, and this one being the civil pilot operation or civil engineering activities, right? A lot of the staff that I've got work from industry and were either RAF or I've worked within the commercial sector, and they bring a wealth of knowledge and links to the industry. So if you look at the various different options we've got commercial pilot, guest speakers coming in. We've also got commercial pilots that work at ASI now, and they can provide that information to the students. We've got industry partners that visit, and they also provide different training activities, including the use of the RPAS, so the remotely piloted aircraft systems, right? And all students at level 3 will get to fly a drone for a couple of hours, which is really interesting, right? We work with East Midlands Airport and Nottingham Air Ambulance. If you look at the board, we've got matriculation, which is the entrance into the ASI, and then we also have a graduation. So we enter all of our students into the institute. We work with them all the way through their studies, and then we graduate at the end. So it's a journey from the start to the finish. We offer a military and defence pathway alongside this as well. This is related to those students that wish to move into the aviation industry within the Royal Air Force and Defence. Things that we include are trips to RAF Cranwell, so the Officer Training School for the RAF. We work collaboratively with a member of the RAF that works at RAF Cranwell and look at all the initial assessments that are required to meet the entry criteria. We have been quite successful with students transitioning from the ASI into the RAF. And also in the Navy currently, right? We go to various different camps, but one of the biggest things that we provide is getting the students ready physically for them to pass the Defence Aptitude Test, right? And we've got 2 current members of staff that are ex-forces that take you on PT, and they will get you ready from unable to run to be able to pass the test. And we also go to various different industry visits, and these are some of our students that are on the programme currently or have passed the programme. So we've mentioned the level 2s, level 3s, now we're into higher education and the pathways that we offer. So we went from level 2, not knowing a great deal about engineering, through to level 3, passing in your A licence, and now you're going to progress onto what would be the first year of a conventional degree if you was at university. It's the HNC in aeronautical engineering, and we offer 2 different pathways for that. One full-time, which is 2 days a week, or one part-time, which is 1 day a week over 2 years. It's the same qualification, it's just elongated over the 2 academic years. Once you've completed that, you can then progress to the HND, Higher National Diploma, which is a conventional university degree with 2 years. The second year, we do it at part-time or we do it at full-time. Full-time is 1 day, 2 days a week for 1 year, or 1 day a week for 2 years. Once you've achieved these, you can then progress onto a top-up degree, and we've worked with Nottingham Trent University to provide a degree, Bachelor in Science in Aeronautical Engineering. Why am I telling you all this? Because we said you can also become a pilot at the same time, so you can undertake your private pilot's license while studying at higher education. You can also work with the industry and work with industry partners so that you could possibly get a cadetship alongside of what you're doing. We also offer a flight and aviation management pathway, which is more travel and tourism related, but it's all to do with the aviation industry and managing people and managing aircraft and assets within the aviation industry. On the same principle, it's 2 days a week, full-time, 1 day a week, part-time for both years, and you come out with a HND in flight and aviation management.
So we recognise that Kev and I can stand here and tell you how absolutely wonderful ASI is. So we're going to hear from one of our students now who recently graduated. She graduated last year and she went to Bristow Helicopters. So there's a little video from her today to tell you her experience at ASI.
ASI Newark, not knowing what more I could learn, as I had already been through air cadets and my A-levels in maths, physics and geography. I soon discovered that there was a lot more to learn, not only about the topics covered, but about the hard work and determination that is needed to meet deadlines that have been set. If you allow yourself to embrace everything that college or a workplace has to offer, you will soon see the benefits. I saw the benefits as ASI taught me the fundamental skills and knowledge that have been essential to my success. ASI's commitment to excellence and their dedication to nurturing aspiring aviators like me have been nothing short of remarkable. Whilst being at ASI, I applied to the Bristow Cadet Programme to become a search and rescue helicopter pilot. ASI helped me realise that my dream wasn't beyond my reach, and that with unwavering determination and the right support, my dream could become reality, and that it did. When I first set on the path to become a search and rescue helicopter pilot, I faced various challenges, including the need to acquire the necessary skills and expertise. ASI stepped in and provided me with the training and education that formed the bedrock of my journey, alongside what I had already learned growing up. Their commitment to excellence and the invaluable guidance they have offered have been essential into shaping my career. The friends and people around you also have a massive impact on how you achieve. From spending 2 years at ASI, I have met some amazing people who have now become friends. They have supported me throughout my application process and removed any doubts in my mind. Celebrating my success with them was one of the most remarkable moments of my life, as I saw they were just as happy as me. Some of those amazing people are now following the path that I had once dreamt of, but I would not change my outcome for anything. What I am trying to say is that the end destination may change throughout your life, but whatever the destination may be, you should push as hard as you can to get there. It's not always going to be easy, and sometimes you have to take the bumpy road to get to the end destination, but when you get there, it will be worth it. I have learned that there is no dream too high, no challenge too great, and no goal too distant if you're willing to put in the hard work and determination. You need to embrace your dreams, chase them relentlessly, and watch as they become a reality. Standing here today as a cadet search and rescue pilot, I would like to remind you that hard work does pay off. Your path is individual to you. It will never be the same as someone else's, so don't be afraid to do what is right for you and to achieve your goals. Always have high aspirations, and it's okay to change those along your journey. Growing up with high aspirations, I was always told to have another option in case it doesn't work out, which is important to a certain degree. I believe if you work hard enough and believe in yourself, your aspirations can come true. Don't ever go for the second option just because it may seem easier. You'll be surprised what you can achieve when you put your mind to it. From January, I embark on what's going to be the most challenging but rewarding stage of my life. I'm moving away permanently from friends and family, but I know they'll be there for me, just like yours will. Change like this is scary, but it's important to take the risks to get in life what you want in life, to take the skills that you've learned from college and always keep moving forward. Good luck and thank you.
So in fact, this week, Emily actually passed her commercial pilot licence for helicopter skills test, and she's now well on her way to being a search and rescue pilot. And I think it's really important to recognise what Emily said. She was very, very set when she came to us. She wanted to be a civil pilot. Through listening to other people, through going to different talks, to hearing from industry experts, she changed the pathway she wanted to go on. And you'll see from some of the case studies here, the same has happened for these people who've gone on to have some wonderful careers after ASI. So Christian went to work as a dispatch agent for Swissport. Grace came to us as an apprentice. She did engineering, and she, in her first year at ASI, she got an apprenticeship with Rolls-Royce. Poppy decided to go down the modular route of flight school, and she now is going through her PPL licence modular while working at DEA, learning those skills as she goes along continually. Cody's gone to fly-by-flight school, so he moved out to Spain, in Barcelona, Spain in January, and keeps sending us exciting updates, always with nice weather in the background. Elle did software engineering. She got an apprenticeship after ASI, and Kian decided to do cabin crew, and he currently still works for TUI. So I hope that we've shown you that ASI as an educational offer can give you a variety of different options, and we can support you with your future career. We've got a few students here, actually, so I'm going to ask them to stay. So if anybody's got any questions, you're welcome to talk to us afterwards. We've got our logo on the board, and also on your coffee bags it's got a QR code, so you can scan that to see a bit more about ASI, any open days we've got coming up. We have got some virtual open days if that's interested, but we're there all the time, and we're there to help and support any students that come our way, because that's why we're in the job that we're in. So anything you need, any questions, we have got a stand in the main hall as well, so feel free to come and talk to us out there, talk to us in here, we'll stay in here. I'm going to ask the students to stay. They don't know this, but they're our best advocate, our students, and they'll tell you how it really is. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you can see the benefit of ASI.